Hey everybody, Mr. McPeak back here with you. We're going to continue on with our livestock segment here for the COVID-19 online ag classes. We're out at Calumet, Oklahoma today with Dr. Clay Elliott and his two girls here in their lambing barn. We're going to go over some different types and techniques that they do in order whenever these sheep are born and these ewes lamb out, and different things that they do to kind of go ahead and get them ready.
All right. With that being said, appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. What we're going to do here, we're in our lambing barn and we're wrapping up lambing here. We just got a few things we need to do time and time again when we're bringing these lambs and getting them off with their mom. We put them in a mixing pen so we can send them outside. So we've got a little old blue ewe here that we need to tag, tail, and vaccinate. And so what we do with our tagging system is we just use a pre-numbered tag, but then we'll also write on the back of it the mother's tag number. Okay, we'll write down the mother's tag number, and then we'll put on this the sire, so that's an A for all E, tag number 61. This is a ewe lamb. And so what we do is we always tag all of our ewe lambs in their left ear, and then all of the male lambs in their right ear. So you can see how we did that. The one thing that I will just show you with these ears is there are two veins in each ear, and we always try to put the tag in between those two veins. That way it doesn't hurt so bad, it doesn't swell up, and we don't impede that blood flow. If we do that, those ears sometimes will swell and get infected. So with that, we tail everything. So we band every tail here, and the reason that we put a band on their tail, number one, from the show side of things, we need to get that thing pretty short so it gets square and it looks right. But the real reason why we actually tail dock sheep is to keep flies and maggots from building up underneath their tail in the summertime. When they're on fresh grass, they get loose in their stool, and man, it gets nasty, and then we get fly strike. So that's the real reason why we tail them like we do. So I just take that, put the tail through it, and then I let it clamp down. And I always take my middle finger and I hook that band, and then that way I can let it go and I can pull this tail. I can pull this band back up onto the top of their hip, and I can set that down. That way I can get it short enough to where it looks right for a show animal, but not so short that we're damaging them in terms of the tendons that are holding their rectum, their anus, all that stuff in place so we don't prolapse them. So we can get them pretty short. We can still leave enough on there where we don't give ourselves a lot of trouble later on. And then the last thing that we do, is we give them a shot of Clostridium perfringens type C and D tetanus toxoid. And this is just a vaccine. And what it does is it prevents something called overeating. It's Clostridium perfringens is what it is. But lambs, calves, goats, they can all get this. But when we get them put on feed, man, it can wreck their old rumen, their stomach, and it'll make them sick and will kill them if they get this C and D type problem. And then the tetanus is put in there so that when we do their tails, okay, right, we're cutting that off. It's going to be a sore spot. We can get some problems, just like you folks. If you step on a nail out in the barn, what's the first thing your mom and dad make you go do? You go see the doctor and get a tetanus shot to try to keep that from happening. That's all we're doing too, is we're trying to prevent tetanus. In males, they can get tetanus when we castrate them too. So we will give this shot, we give it under the skin, back here in their flank, inside their leg. And the reason why we do it here, folks do this everywhere. They can give them a shot subcutaneously wherever they want to, but we do it here because sometimes this vaccine will not. It will leave a big old hard knot and it'll swell up. And for show animals, that's the last thing we want, to have a knot on their side, on their neck, whatever. So if they're going to knot up, I want them to do it in between their back legs where nobody can see it. So that's what we do. That's why we do it. With that, thanks.
So, as you saw, Dr. Elliott here tagged and banded a tail and gave a vaccine shot. We've got Micah Elliott here, one of his daughters. Also have Kyra here as well, kind of helping us. And finally today, we did get our third leg here, Mr. Pearson. So, we'll see you guys soon.